ScarAudio.com. Whether you're tailgating before a game or heading to the playoffs, experience premium sound with ScarAudio.com. Cutting edge speakers, amplifiers, and subwoofers engineered for maximum impact. Elevate your ride today at ScarAudio.com.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
Gaze at a graveyard. Pair of panties. Oh, that sounds so good. Jeff, look at this thing.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Super duper, gang. Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
Let me see if this works. Hold on. It does. That works. Okay, slider works.
New buttons.
New buttons, new board. Same old wolves. Same old sorry-ass wolves.
Yeah, what are we doing
Yes!
Why are we here?
Max!
You said if we were down 3-0,
Yes,
we wouldn't
Max!
be here, and we're all here.
Man, the headphones sound weird, too.
That's
Oh,
just your
yeah.
butthole.
Just me?
Yeah, that's your butthole.
Is it just me? That sounds super weird.
Oh, it's a brand new board. I don't know if you heard.
Sounds way worse.
Your microphone doesn't work? Oh, yeah. Turn your mic on. Go ahead. Now turn it on. That's right.
Hello? Oh, there we go.
What's going on
You
here?
can't turn your own mic on? Ah. So I guess I have to turn it on. I got the power!
What's going on with this?
I have no
It's a
idea.
brand new board.
I think it sounds great.
All right, so you're saying your headphones don't feel right.
Sounds super weird to me. Echo chamber, big time. Bum, bum, bum,
Oh,
bum,
really?
bum. It's all right. We shouldn't be here anyway.
So you're saying that your headphones
Yep.
sound like an echo chamber.
Steve.
You guys sound normal in my head. I don't sound normal in my own headphones.
Oh.
Maybe you need to straighten your ass up.
Yeah.
Could that be it, do you think?
How about if this set of headphones isn't working, I'll just go back to bed. We're down 0-3 anyway. We said last week
Max.
if they were down 0-3, we weren't coming in.
Max.
Why are we here?
What happened?
This team sucks.
Yeah,
That
it's over.
sucks.
What happened, Max?
That's terrible.
Cat's terrible.
It's honestly like I could get cute and be like this and that and this and this. It's we went into the series talking about X factors. Our A factor hasn't really been there, you know, like our A factor and our B factor. Anthony Edwards, I mean,
B factor.
commendable job by Anthony Edwards yesterday. He did exactly what he said he was going to do. He's going to come out and put up shots. He was 11 of 24, which is not, I mean, like super great, but still he tried. He scored over 20. He was 1 assist and 1 rebound away from a triple-double, but Cat 0 for 8 from 3 is just brutal, man. Nikhil Alexander-Walker, nowhere to be found. I mean, Jade McDaniels had another great game.
Rosie.
Let's
Rosie.
expand, though, on Cat. How about when your head coach, after a playoff loss, goes, it's hard to watch?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cat's struggling
Yes.
so much. Even Finch is saying, here's how bad it is. Historically bad. If you go back to game 6 and 7 of the Denver series, Cat's last 5 games, he is 4 of 32 from 3. That is the worst three-point percentage over a 5-game span with 30-plus attempts in the history of the NBA postseason.
That's hideous.
12.5%. 0 for 3 yesterday in the fourth quarter. As Max mentioned, 0 for 8 from 3 overall. And most of them weren't even close.
Yeah.
He had a couple air balls. They were brick city.
Side of the rim a couple of times. That
Oh.
means you're missing it by 1.5 feet,
Yeah.
right? Like not even close. Just
He had
forcing it, quick shots, just brutal.
well, to
Man, it
your-
was tough to
go ahead.
watch.
No, I was just going to say, to your point, Corey, I think Finch also said after the game, I should have played Kyle Anderson more, like in place of Cat. That's bad optics, you know? Like it's,
And we can take that up a notch. Not only should Kyle have played for Cat a bunch, Nas should have been a permanent
Yes.
replacement for Rudy.
correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about when the Wolves caught fire offensively in the fourth, Rudy was on the bench. Then
Yeah.
about 5 minutes ago, Finch puts Rudy back in, and guess what happens the rest of the way? We get outscored, 14-3?
Yeah.
Our offense stopped. It's
Correct.
like this isn't science.
No.
It's not that hard.
It's science.
Rudy slowed us down. Rudy and Cat killed us this
Yeah.
series. And Ant definitely did the first 2 games, but the big 3 for the Wolves have not shown up.
Nope.
Ant kind of last night, but definitely not enough.
Nope.
What a
He showed up in the
buzzkill,
third
man.
quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had that moment with the dunk in, what was it, 8 points
Yeah.
in about 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Where it looked like Ant was going to take over the game, but that was about it.
He and Cat had 2 points in the fourth quarter.
Luka and
That's how you
Kyrie.
lose.
Luka and Kyrie outscored the entire Timberwolves team in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like that's
Right.
the difference right there. Is those guys show up every single game.
Cat's 2 best shots the entire game were to Derek Lively's balls in his head.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they lost Lively, who was a big part of their defense and their offense. All those lobs were all of a sudden gone. So we had a chance to. We just couldn't.
Well,
Should we
keep it
crush
rolling.
balls in game 4 and start the comeback?
Honestly, yeah, just send out Jordan McLaughlin to just start whacking nuts, man.
Hawks guy, J-Mac?
J-Mac.
J-Mac.
Who's
Oh,
the
J-Mac.
biggest guy we have? Luka, maybe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luka,
Leonard Miller.
The biggest one we've
Rudy.
got?
Biggest guy.
Oh.
Just go start crushing balls with knees.
Yeah, crush some knees as well.
Which one looked
just
worse?
over.
Because when Derek Lively got his head bashed in, that looked crazy,
that looked
violent.
very
That was
That
really
was
bad.
virtually a guaranteed concussion the
That
second you
might put
saw
him
it.
out for tomorrow's game.
But the knee to the nuts could not have been a more direct shot.
Yeah, that was right in the pee-pee.
Man, both of those devastating knees by Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah, super bad. Not good.
Now he can't think and can't have kids.
Yeah.
Well,
Man,
guys.
why are we here?
Hey, it was your idea.
It's not my
No,
idea.
Don't
Your
even
idea.
start with me.
And also, when I'm driving into work on a normal Monday,
Yeah,
at an hour and a half earlier than this,
just pissed.
there's more cars on the road then.
Yeah,
No one is out there.
there are at least 8 people listening.
It,
Yeah,
it
at
was
least
like
8.
Will Smith driving around in I Am Legend. There's nobody
that
on the
poor
road.
doggy.
I
The
feel
poor
like that dog right
the
now.
Poor doggy.
I feel like that dog
He
right
was a
now.
Timberwolf, wasn't he? Now that I think about it, that was a Timberwolf. And he got eaten by vampires.
Oh.
And if they had won last night, maybe 6 more people would be listening at their home. Nobody's listening to this, nor should they be. We haven't said one good thing in 6 minutes.
No, it's over.
Not one.
And
I
it's
said
over.
a couple good things.
I don't remember those.
All right. I might have been dreaming. I'm not sure then. I'm sore.
Yeah, it doesn't
My
matter. It's
butt
over.
hurts.
You didn't
Why
go
does
to
your-
Deadwood
Wait.
because of this stupid
I didn't go to Deadwood.
game.
And
Why
my
is your-
wood is dead.
Why does your butt hurt?
Who are you talking to?
You.
You, Hefner?
You just said your butt hurt.
Yeah, I helped Abigail move from one apartment to the other one yesterday.
Oh.
22 stairs up. Grab something. 22 stairs down.
Oh, man.
Right?
You're a good dad.
And then other apartment, 35 steps up,
No.
35 steps down.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
These apartments do not have elevators?
They do not.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
What do you live in New York City? New York City.
No. Oh, no. So my ass is sore, but not nearly as sore as your guys's.
Yeah.
You know what was weird, though, about last night's game is maybe
How
just,
bad it sucked?
Yeah, how bad it is.
I felt nervous tension throughout the entire game 1, nervous tension throughout the entire game 2. Last night, I just kind of felt it I never got nervous. I never got upset. I was like, we're losing this game. This is the same old story, same old problems, alley-oop dunks that we can't stop, Cat's jacking up threes that he can't hit.
He's jacking off?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is that what you just said?
Finally, you said something worth listening to. 8 minutes in. I didn't have
stop
it.
that.
I wasn't on the edge of my
don't do
seat at
that.
all last night. Maybe it's just finally sinking in that this is over. But
It would be weird if you came around the corner and your cat was in the corner just whack a
Just hammering it.
just giving it hell. Kitty, Cece, stop it.
and eye contact,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
time.
know it would because
Yeah.
cats
Oh, yeah.
don't care.
Just cats are perverted.
just confidence.
Yeah.
The other paw just knocking stuff over.
Yeah. And then, sticks his tongue out. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to make you guys feel
That was
better.
very specific.
I'm trying to make you feel better. You feel so
Like
bad.
This went from a made-up scenario to did
Yeah.
this happen to you over the weekend?
but
How
why are
often
we
have you
here?
seen a cat masturbate? Yeah, well,
we should
because of
have-
you.
No, we should have last night said, let's play Fox Sports Radio. Chad Abbott, who also, funny, he's not here.
Here's the deal,
It's
Cinderella.
not.
It's Memorial Day weekend. Everybody else.
He's
do you
not.
think-
For
do you think
20
the
bucks
rest
he
of-
is.
Do you think the rest of the day is actually going to be here?
Yes. All of them. Everybody on the
Somebody
station's
who
here
has
today.
never
None of them should be.
in my life texted me last night how pissed they are and can't wait to be on the air. Barrero at like 10:30 texted me, "I wish my show started right now. I'm so pissed." I don't know why he texted me.
Did you text back, who dis?
He probably meant to text somebody else.
Well, then he should have jumped on Max's post-game show, but he doesn't need to do a show today 3 to 6:30.
I'm going to send him pictures of my cat masturbating.
Maybe that'll cheer him.
Yeah. It's over.
This is
a cat.
What? I don't know if you can say that. It's just over.
Well, I know.
We knew it would come to an end.
No, we didn't. No,
I completely,
no.
I
bought in. You guys sold me some bills.
completely underestimated the Dallas Mavericks. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
God, I'd like to eat a hot dog right now. Wouldn't you like to eat a hot dog?
Oh, God, no.
I wasn't talking to you.
Have you ever had a hot dog, Corey?
0 times. Never
Hot
will.
dogs are pretty good if you get a good one.
Yeah, good hot dogs are
Yeah,
great.
but I can
Yeah,
have
they're
like
the best.
I'd rather
3 every 10 years.
I'd rather have a bratwurst.
it is a gamble though, because a bad hot dog
Bad
is
hot
the
dog.
worst.
Man,
Yeah.
you'll be burping
It'll-
bad hot dog juice. Oh, man.
What did hot dog juice?
Yeah, well, of course. That's you get a juicy hot dog. God, don't talk stupid.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sauce 937 last
I
night. You
stand by
tweeted,
it.
"We're going to the finals this year. What a crock of bleep."
I stand by it. Oh, yeah, we can play tunes again.
Who cares?
At 9:35 last night. Nice new board. At 9:35 last night, you tweeted, "I hate Minnesota sports. I hope the Wolves lose by 35 on Tuesday."
I stand by that.
35.
At 9:33 last night, you tweeted, "Trade Cat on Wednesday morning."
You liked it. I stand by that.
You guys were so fired up about him.
No, trade him.
At 9:32 last night, you tweeted a GIF of a dumpster floating down the river on fire and simply tweeted, "Wolves season."
Yeah, I stand by that.
No, not the whole season.
Not the whole season.
At 8:08 last night, Sauce, you tweeted, "Remember how confident we were? Classic MN sports, just hideous."
I stand by it.
You're going to be so tired if you
Yeah,
keep
my
standing.
legs hurt.
Your butt's going to hurt like mine does.
At 7:48 last night, you tweeted, "Rigged."
Well, I will say this. I stand by that. But they barely brush up against Luka and they call a foul.
Or the obvious one is Kyle Anderson complains about a foul.
Right.
And then gets a technical. Luka throws the all-time temper tantrum
Kid fit,
like he's
yeah.
4 and gets nothing.
Right.
You said at 7:12 last night, Ant should now be compared to Johnny Flynn. I mean, you spelled Johnny wrong, but that's okay.
Whoa. Whoa.
Ant
That
should
was
now be
before
compared
the
to
third
Johnny
quarter.
Flynn.
I stand by that in that
From
moment. I don't
WKRP in Cincinnati?
I don't stand by that anymore.
I'll stand by you.
You know who's not standing?
Who?
The guy who did that one show about McDonald's.
Oh.
Morgan Spurlock.
He died.
He sure did.
At 53. That's how old I am, son of a bitch.
Wait, that guy died?
Yeah, like on
Oh, I'm
Friday,
sorry. Did I
think.
misspeak?
Sorry.
Sorry, the Wolves pissed me off. Yeah, man, he died.
I've never seen that movie. Is it
I
any
haven't
good?
Oh,
either.
yeah, it's fine. It's good. But he's only 53. That's so young.
Yeah,
and
that
supple.
sucks. It's supple.
Well, part of it,
How
though.
did he die?
Cancer.
Part of it
Oh, no.
is preposterous, right? Because he wanted to try to kind of throw McDonald's under the bus, but he also tried to eat McDonald's 3 times a day for a month.
NBD.
You didn't need a documentary to know that's
Yeah.
probably not a smart play.
Right.
Correct. Yeah.
He wanted to show exactly how devastating
Yeah.
it is, and it's like, all right, let's see how bad this gets. But we all knew it was going to be bad. Nobody should do that.
But-
I don't even think McDonald's should tell you to do that.
But
They'd say you might want to pull back a little bit. We got plenty of money, plenty of people. Don't waste your time.
Tommy does way more than that.
Yeah. He's probably doing that right now.
Tommy,
might be.
Tommy stops by McDonald's on his way to McDonald's.
Yeah.
He's definitely not eating McDonald's now. You know what he's doing at 7:13 on Memorial Day?
Sleeping.
Sleeping in.
Hmm.
He's not listening to this.
But
Who
what-
is?
No one.
Somebody will be listening later if we podcast it.
Who's going to podcast?
Hey, is Zacho checking in? He has to. It's part of the deal. Where
Yeah,
the
I
hell
thought he
is
was
he?
supposed to.
Yeah, he has to. He went to the Indy 500 yesterday.
Yeah, let's text him and say, how come you're
Yeah,
not
what the
on
hell
the show?
are you doing? You know what? You got to start all over again. He's got to come back home and start again.
Man. Did you see you waited, 3 hours in line for some fan experience for 21 Pilots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 hours.
Yeah, he joined me on Instagram Live at halftime of the game yesterday and said after the Indianapolis 500, he was still in the parking lot 2 hours after the race and hadn't moved.
He's making this trip longer than it needs to be.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, he
Who
can.
cares?
It's going to take him forever to get across the country.
Yeah, go across the country.
Yeah.
You are free to move about the country.
Yeah. Although it's not free. Was it a good race? I didn't see a second of it.
Hawk, did you watch any of it?
Not a lick. I don't know if I told you I was moving.
Oh, yeah.
Up and down stairs.
GD day. And my butt is sore.
Well,
Even the hole.
Oh, my God.
I don't know why.
Dirty pop.
That's icky.
I did trip and fall once. I need to take a look in there. Max, will you take a look and see if I fell on something?
Yeah, I got
What?
you.
One in a million, Doc. One in a million.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be weird, but I kind of do. I don't care. Hey, we should go to break probably. I think we got a break. You know what?
Zacho was there, he said.
140. Where's there? I don't know
no
where
idea.
there is. Where's there? I don't know where there is. Zacho Directo.
With
What
the new
would there
board,
be?
who knows?
Yeah, I mean, what are you on? How in the hell would I know? Are you on Tascam? Are you on CD Play? On TV Audio? On
What's
CRPC?
Tascam?
Tascam's an old recording device. Are you on the Fan 1, Fan 2, Fan 3? I'll turn all y'all on. There is Zacho Directo. Okay, that's
Well,
not
new
him.
board, who knows?
That's not him? Yeah, that's not him. Okay, so he's not on 3.
All right.
Something
Zach?
Prod 7, he
Zach?
says it should be?
Well,
Whatever that
how in the
means.
hell do I dial that ass up?
I don't know.
Yeah, how does Hawk know that?
I really don't know. Zach, I don't know. You're screwed. How would I change that? Let me take a
Router
look
to
here.
your left.
Yeah, router to my left. I understand.
Wait
Wait a minute. Oh, router to my left.
Oh, it's over there now.
What is it? What did he say it was on?
Prod 7?
Prod 7.
Broad 7?
Yeah, Broad 7. He's just wheeling
That's Rosie's
broads.
band.
Yeah, Broad 7.
Hey, Lucky!
Hey, Daddy.
Hey,
Hey, Daddy.
hey, Lucky!
Hey, Daddy.
Let's all just do Henry Winkler impressions until we connect.
It looks like I should be, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
Fan 1. Fan 1. Oh, well.
Hey, Daddy.
Does that go?
Go.
Hey, Daddy.
Well, hell.
Let's just go to break and try to figure it out. And if not,
Don't
who
tell me what
cares?
to do.
Hey, Daddy.
I don't even know if our break schedule is the same. How many breaks do we have between now and the end of the show?
7.
Okay, great.
You know what else? You know what else I heard? I think the other day.
Probably
I think-
Kel Sai.
Oh, yes. I think Rosie is coming in today
No.
No,
to talk, not with us, to talk to Common.
that'll be good.
I don't know, Zach. It says Prod 7, Fan 1. I got you turned on. I don't have to tell you.
Hey, Daddy. Hey, Daddy.
In the history of the National Basketball Association postseason, 154 times a team has taken a 3-0 lead in a best-of-7 series, and 154 of those 154 times that team has won the series. So never come back from
The
0-3.
World Series?
Never.
Was it last year, though, that somebody forced a Game 7? Is
Boston.
Yeah.
Stan Van Gundy said that when he wasn't saying blitz all the
He,
time.
he says blitz
He says it
every
every
2
second.
words. I can't stand it anymore. And now he's infected everybody else. You know what a blitz is? A double team.
Yeah.
When did the whole broadcast just say that that's a blitz? Now when you double team someone, it's he's blitzing them. He's getting blitzed.
You
How
know,
about-
You mean
Dancer
he's
and
getting
Prancer.
double teamed?
How about Barkley saying after the game to whoever was on with them, please win so I don't have to go back to Minnesota?
Yeah.
After he said we were such a nice city, we welcomed him with open arms.
He doesn't want to watch bad basketball.
That is true. He also said he only has one suit and he doesn't want to wear the same suit again.
Yeah, it's a suit made of human skin.
Wow. Okay.
It's hard to come up with those these days. People don't let you make them.
Did you get Zach yet?
Yeah, thanks a
No.
lot, PETA.
Hey, Daddy.
From that one show about the guy with
Yeah,
the
Hunger
lady in
Games.
the...
Yeah, he paints himself into the
Yeah,
dirt.
PETA.
Dumbest thing I've ever seen.
What a
I thought you were
horrible
doing
scene.
a Lois Griffin impression.
Oh,
Same.
man.
Peter.
I don't know, Zacho. I have dialed up as far as I can tell.
Hey, Daddy.
Let's go to break.
All right.
Bye.
Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Lacko Director, are you there?
Good morning, Chris.
Hey-oh!
It worked.
It works.
Secco.
So that's the Access. Access is working, but the other one is not.
So no video today, unfortunately, for me at least.
No!
No,
No, Zacho!
My pretty
no.
face.
Where are you right now, Slut?
Yeah,
I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Oh, yeah, man. Home of the
Sure.
sluts.
A great day, but long. Yes, there are a lot of sluts here today.
Congratulations.
Great. So you haven't made it very far if you left on Friday in our own only in Indianapolis. I know you stopped for the Indy 500. You stopped in Ohio for a fan experience of 21 pilots. You're nowhere near Los Angeles, California. You got a long way to go.
Yeah, and so today, 8-hour-ish drive to Kansas City. So yeah, and then it gets a little bit longer, but made some progress though. I'm happy about that. So
far, awful, great, or somewhere in the middle.
The first Friday sucked. Friday after getting up and flying and then having to drive the 6-ish hours, and that ended up being more than that because of traffic. And then I took a wrong turn, and I got off one exit too early, and ended up having to sit in rush hour traffic for roughly 35 extra minutes than I needed to. That was a moment where, and that was probably 20 minutes into the trip, and I was already losing my mind. I was yelling. I flipped off the road sign that said, slow traffic for the next 3 miles, but got back on track. Thankfully, got to listen to the Wolves, and that was fun.
Oh, great.
Game 1 back when we had hoped, and then or 2, whatever it was. But
doing your monkey spanking?
Yeah, doing monkey spanking?
In every state.
Yeah, well, that's what you got to do.
I was in West Virginia for 16 minutes, and I had to pull off because,
Yeah.
Well, listen, that's a good idea in West Virginia.
Yeah, don't call
It's a good idea in West Virginia, trust me, because let me tell you, everybody's looking for a baby daddy.
Yeah, they are. That's a beautiful part of the country. I had no idea.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, it's you're taking your life in your own hands if you get gas, but
Right.
But it is a beautiful area of the country. It really is. There's so many trees and hills and stuff like that. But yeah, you will hear a banjo.
Oh yeah, it's there was some interesting pickup trucks I saw.
Oh yeah, did you see any truck nuts?
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh, of
so
course you did.
a lot of accessories, a lot of flags,
Whoa.
lot of sayings on the side of them, but
Oh sure.
That's their that's their thing, but
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, everything else has been good. Car's been working great. I can't really complain about that. Yesterday was definitely one of the, I would say, top 10 days of my life. So that was cool.
Really?
As long of a day as it was. And Max, you mentioned on the Instagram Live that I joined, I was still in my same spot in the parking lot like 2 hours after that. So yeah, we didn't move. And so what I found out later is I guess they keep you in your lot. And they dismiss the all the people lot by lot. So we were obviously toward the last of the lots that they actually let free.
Yeah.
But it was, you have 300,000 people basically descending on an area surrounded by neighborhood streets. Basically, it'd be like 300,000 people were trying to leave the state fair. It would be horrible, and it certainly is. But it's certainly worth it after. Just one of the coolest events anywhere in the world. So
it's incredible how much faster those little cars look than a NASCAR, isn't it?
Really, I've been to.
They look like airplanes.
I've been to 2 Daytona 500s and now the Indy 500, and it's funny. Even on TV, like I even said yesterday in the video, it doesn't translate, but it does translate a little bit better on TV in terms of the speed. But then when you get here and you see just how fast they're going down these streets, they're carrying 220 plus into the corners. That's unbelievable. So great respect for the drivers, great respect for the fans too, for it's a 4-hour delay and they still were there. And then there's giant grandstands on all 4 corners of the track. This is the largest sports venue in the country, and to have this many people show up in the world, I should say too, again, almost 300,000 plus the Snake Pit. Yeah. This random EDM festival, electronic dance music festival out in Turn 3. The weirdest group of crowd, but awesome group of crowd. Everybody was having fun. I mean, it's an event unlike any other.
Did you get high and join the Snake Pit?
I'll tell you what. I was texting some friends of mine who are motorsports fans and saying, "Yeah, we gotta
Jacob
do this
Noel of
next year."
Saban.
Yeah, yes.
Brilliant.
And I'm like, you guys can go up and enjoy the race, and I'm just gonna sit here in turn 3 and do exactly what you said. I did not, but I did watch a little bit of the show until they had to stop because of the weather that rolled in. As I mentioned, the 4-hour weather delay that was kind of a bummer, but we ended up getting the entire race. It actually got all the pre-race stuff in, the pageantry, back home in Indiana. It was awesome. It really, ended up, yeah.
Since Jim Neighbors is dead, who sang Back Home Again in Indiana?
I'm not remembering exactly. I saw his name, but very sober actually. I was up very
sober
high.
sang it?
Very sober.
Well, ESPN.com says that song was sung by Fetty Wap.
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
Yes, Fetty Wap
Not familiar.
and Waka Flocka Flame saying "God Bless America." It was really nice.
Wow.
Fun time.
That was for Max and Max only, but if you want to turn on his mic at some point.
Oh, yeah, you need to turn your mic up. I'm sorry, Max. I keep forgetting you can't turn
it's
your
all
mic
good.
on.
It's all good.
Oh man, I'm sorry I couldn't be there for New Board Day, but
It's
It's
exciting.
the same as Old Board Day.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I think it's spelled BORED at this
That's
point this morning. Damn
Listen
it!
to- Listen to Zacho bringing his A game. I don't even have a game today. I got no
Oh,
game.
man.
What about you, Corey? Do you have any game?
Initialsgame.com. That's initialsgame.com.
Any good ones, though?
No.
Oh.
What about you, whatever your name is? Sauce?
Me?
Yeah.
Who, me? Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm pumped to be here.
That's not what it sounded like earlier. Didn't
I
sound
mean,
like it right.
I'm excited to be here because I love this job, but it's all Corey's fault that we're here today.
No, Abbott lied to us.
He played Hawk and I against you.
Yeah.
He said you wanted to be here.
That's what he said.
Yep.
No.
And Hawk canceled his Red Rocks trip or
Yeah, all that.
yeah.
Well,
wherever
I'm
he was
watching
going.
videos of Creasel all weekend in Deadwood. He looks like he's having the time of his life. Chris was supposed to be out there with him.
I know. I was
Yeah.
supposed to be out there, but I couldn't because I care about this show. And I thought we'd be sitting here this morning going, man, it's going to be a gentleman's sweep.
Yeah,
And
they're
it
up 2-1.
might still be a gentleman's sweep,
It might
but
be.
just in the wrong direction. I think it'll be a regular sweep. They're so much better than we are.
Yeah, it's
we
over.
can't do anything about it. It's going to be a regular sweep.
Max, are they so much better, or are we just not performing like we should be? I
Oh,
mean,
good question.
We've been talking about the shots just not dropping, and they're like, oh, eventually they'll start dropping, and then they started dropping a little bit for Ant, but like obviously you mentioned Cat, like my
Spencer
God,
Cat.
Yeah, we just needed our their top guys are significantly outplaying our top guys, and they're not even. They've had a couple, like PJ Washington had a pretty good game yesterday, but they're not getting like crazy games from their side guys. We're getting Kyle Anderson offensive outbursts and Naz Reid games and Jaden McDaniels. I mean, if you look at the box score, that's exactly the kind of distribution you want from the Timberwolves. It's literally just Cat and Ant. Like, it's not really that much deeper than that.
On paper, the Wolves are the better team.
100%.
They're just ice cold.
They're
Hello,
the better
Rosie.
team. They're the deeper team. They have a better offense. They have a better defense, but they're just
ice cold.
They're ice cold. It's not just like it's not just that the Mavericks are hot. It's that the Wolves are absolutely ice Arctic cold.
They were, as Barrero tweeted last night, in Game 2, they were outscored 6-0 in the last minute and 5 seconds.
Late game execution is
horrible.
Has been awful.
We don't adjust late in the game. Something's going on with Finchie.
There is something to be said about the coaching in this series too.
I only say that because I heard Barrero say it yesterday. I don't know anything about anything, but I heard Barrero, and he said something about the coaching.
He's right.
The lineups have made almost no sense.
Zero sense.
Especially late game.
When Corey said you go on that run with Rudy on the bench, and then the second you can, you put Rudy back in the game, and it turns into a slog.
They stop scoring.
Right, yeah, you have to take Naz Reid should be playing, and they benched Cat on Friday night. That's how bad he was.
Corey, you scored more in high school.
I don't think I did.
That's what it was. It's close.
Well, and how about, forget late game execution, how about the start of Game 2 where we had to call a timeout 30 seconds in because Mike Conley had no one to inbound the ball to. We're just playing with our heads in our ass. Our own ass.
Man, and that's fun to see, but it's hard to do.
Super, super bendy. Yes, very flexible.
Yeah.
When we come back, the entire TNT crew said Cat's a liar. So not only does he suck, they're saying he's a liar. We'll break it down. Or
That's
not, I don't know.
That's a hell of a tease.
Yeah, I don't even know why I tried.
Said, Cor. What?
Thank you for your honesty.
I couldn't agree more. Sorry. We're on the air now, Max.
Okay.
We're talking about baby reindeer, and we both just agreed on something. Hi,
I
Zacho.
think Tommy would too.
Yeah, Tommy definitely would.
Oh, for sure.
Hi,
I don't even know
Zacho.
what you're talking about.
Hi.
Hi. Welcome back. We are live. It is Memorial Day. It's May 27th. We hope you have the day off. We hope you remember why you have the day off. Good morning to you, John Creasel. We love you.
Yeah, love you, Chris.
And here we are. It's 7:39 discussing why Corey and Sauce both went to burn down Target Center.
You know, Cat shooting 27.8% overall from the floor this series. 27.8.
All right. Flavor Flav.
Not now.
Yeah, Flav.
No, boy.
Here is a guy by the name of... Oh, wait, where is it? Oh, it's right here. A guy by the name of Finchy. On what went wrong. Tell us what went wrong last night, Finchy.
Again, I thought it was our offense.
I only
that
asked you
broke
the
down
first
more
time.
than-
I didn't say it.
Again, I thought it was our offense that broke down more than anything. You got to try to score alongside of them, and we were, the whole series we've struggled to close games. These 3-minute games that we're playing, we're losing, and it starts with a kind of a mental breakdown on a left corner 3 by Washington when the game's tied. And that gives them just enough breathing room. And, then we didn't execute very well. We didn't find the open guy very well down the stretch. And when we had open looks, they were nowhere near going in. It's been the story of the series.
You know what was weird, guys? Listening to Alan Horton on this very radio station driving home last night, even when we were leading late in the fourth, I still didn't feel like we had the game.
Nope.
No, Dallas had the momentum the entire game.
They've had the momentum the whole series, yeah.
Well, anytime they need a basket, they just lob it up in Gafford, or when Derek Lively's in there when he doesn't have his balls crushed, they just dunk everything. Has Lively missed the entire series? Is he still perfect?
He was, yeah. I mean, was game 2.
His balls are not.
They're flat.
Him and Gafford were 14 of 16 combined in game 2. And one of them was 6 for 6. It's ridiculous. And even if they don't get a lob, then it's Kyrie or Luka just hitting right in Jaden McDaniels or Ant's face. Like, good defense, they're big time shot makers, man.
They're
hurts.
just red hot, man.
Yeah, Derek Lively so
red
far.
hot.
Derek Lively, when he's not getting his balls smashed by Karl Anthony Towns, is 13 of 13 this entire series. He has not missed.
And
most of them are
10
dunks.
of those are lobs. Yeah,
most of them are dunks, but still, he's 13 of 13. They can't stop him. And if you want to throw Rudy under the bus, and a lot of us wanted to on, what was that, Friday night?
Yeah.
I get him not being able to stay with Luka, although I'll never get why he bit on that pump fake. It's like, let him score the 2. You just can't give him the 3. But anyway, his job is to not guard guards on the perimeter. He's getting worked in the paint. You can't have the defensive player of the year be 7 feet tall and the Mavericks getting lob dunks every 5 seconds. It doesn't matter if it's on Rudy or not. That's exactly why he's in there. He's supposed to be able to stop that.
Yeah.
And we're getting dunked on left and right. Did you see the stat about the number of Maverick alley-oops versus everybody else in the league in the postseason?
No.
The Mavericks have like 40-something alley-oop dunks. The next closest this postseason is something like 8.
Wow.
I mean, it's just not even close. It's their equivalent of a handoff to Adrian Peterson. You just give him the ball.
Yeah.
They just dunk it every 6 seconds.
And he's been out rebounded offensively and defensively a lot too, where he's just out of position and he shouldn't be. And it's just frustrating to watch the 2 big men that they have just be awful.
Can I'm sorry, I have a question. I'm going to rewind to Friday night's game.
Yeah.
Why did Ant pass the ball to Naz Reid?
Naz Reid was red hot.
I think that was the play.
At that point, he had only missed 1 3-pointer the whole game.
All right, so that was a good thing because I only caught the very end of the game, and I was like, I thought Ant would take that shot.
Yeah, I think we all kind of thought that he was going to take that shot, but it was the right play. It was a good look for Nas too. It just didn't go down. But Nas was the reason that they were even in that position to win the game anyways. He was red hot in the fourth quarter. He was the only one that had it going in game 2.
And Ant quietly cost us the game the possession or two before when he threw it away.
Right.
And Jaden McDaniels tried to save it and then got fouled. There was no call, and then the ball was off of him. They reviewed it. They can't review the foul part, which makes no sense because you can clear as day see that Kyrie just hacked him on his wrist.
Correct.
I hate everything.
Did you guys see on Twitter? Twitter hammered it pretty hard. So Jaden McDaniels and Rudy switch on Luka Friday night, right before Luka drills the game-winning 3. And if did you see the zoom in on Jaden McDaniels' face? He did the grimace like, oh no, like before he even shot it. He's like, yeah, we should have stayed. He knew the switch was bad news. Just oh no, and then there it is. No, that's an unbelievable shot. I know it's freaking Luka.
Yeah,
That's
a fadeaway 3 with a defensive player of the year in your face.
He's great.
He's so good. He's great. He's hitting that. He's been hitting that all series. I mean, Jaden McDaniels has been doing as well as he can. Ant's been doing pretty good, but he's just hitting right in there. It doesn't matter how good the defense is. He's just drilling it, man. Him and Kyrie, they were absolutely on fire, and they're so clutch. It's not just it's when they're scoring, not just how they're scoring. It's so timely. Every single time the Wolves got a little bit of momentum yesterday, the Mavericks stopped the bleeding immediately. Like they're a mature team, man. They're well put together, and I underestimated them completely.
Think of how different this series would be if you just didn't blow an 18-point lead in Game 2.
Seriously,
if we're down 1-2 right now, we would still feel like, wow, man, we just cannot figure this team out. We're in big trouble. It wouldn't feel as insurmountable as historically impossible 0-154, which is the 0-3 series position we're in, right? 154 teams have been in this spot, and none of them have ever come back. If it was 1-2 and this was the exact struggle, we would still have a million things to fix, and it would still feel like, wow, this is going to be an uphill climb against this team because we do not match up well against their bigs. But last time I checked, don't we have 3 7-footers?
Yes.
Right.
Why can't we do some of these things?
Yes. Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Sit Rudy on the bench. Tell Cat to stop shooting threes, even though he claims he puts up about 1,500 shots a day. Did you see this? This is the thing that the TNT crew called him a liar for. So Karl Anthony Towns, who is historically bad right now shooting threes, he said, quote, I got to laugh. I'm putting up to 1,500 shots a day and shot so well all playoffs, confidence extremely high, and to be having these unfortunate bounces and these looks that are not going in. It's tough. It's tough for sure. Confidence-wise, I just got to keep shooting. Well, the TNT crew said, you're lying. Draymond Green, everybody's favorite analyst, said, ain't nobody shooting 1,500 shots a day right now. Kenny Smith said, he's lying. And then explained how long it would take a player to attempt 1,500 practice shots in a day. He said, I never took shots. I did makes. And to make 300 in a day, that takes about 45 minutes. So if you're taking about 1,500, it's going to take you 2.5 hours. And you already practiced and had shoot around. So it's cap. Barkley called Towns a liar, but said his work ethic isn't the issue, basically. This is from Bring Me the News, by the way. Shout out to Joe Nelson and Bring Me the News. If he's shooting 1,500 threes, that's the problem, said Barkley.
Yep.
So he's saying he's shooting 1,500 shots a day. Yeah. Maybe he's done that once last summer. I doubt he's doing that during the postseason. I think they're right. When would you have time to do that?
You don't. And right. And as they were saying, why would you do that to your body this late in the season?
Go nap.
Yeah, go nap.
Man, he's just not even close.
No, he's not even close.
No.
And
go ahead.
he takes these shots where he has the form and everything, and you can tell by his body language, he thinks that is going to hit the bottom of the cup, and it clanks off the backboard. It doesn't even hit rim. It's just a disaster.
Was it the Phoenix series where he launched that three and then kind of statue posed and smiled?
Yeah.
Because we were killing them, and then he drilled it, and it was just he just held that pose for about 10 seconds, right? Like, this is unbelievable, right? This is so easy. Now, 4 of 32 from 3 his last 5 games. Again, like I mentioned 45 minutes ago, that is historically now the worst in NBA postseason history. Didn't our guy Cat call himself the best big man shooter of all time?
Yep.
At this point, I would rather have Rudy try to kick it in from 3 than Cat launch another one. It's just brutal. 4 of 32, that's 12.5%.
Well, and like you said, Corey, he was so it sucks for him as a person because he was so instrumental to the Wolves' success against Phoenix and against Denver, and it felt like the tide in this town had finally turned and people were finally back with Cat, and now it's just he completely pissed away all of that goodwill, and we're all back to all summer. The talking point once again for however many years in a row is going to be what happens with Cat.
And I think this might be the off season. I think they trade him. I really do. With the money that they would owe him, I think there's enough superstars out there that Corey always says, and he's right, it's tough to make a superstar for superstar swap, but there's enough teams that would probably take him. Yeah, remember when I said they should trade?
You always say that.
No, I said they should trade him for, who's the guy that plays for the Hawks?
Trey Young.
Trey Young, and you've said before, maybe just once, but you said that it's tough to make a superstar for superstar trade.
I've said that?
Yes.
Dude,
unless I'm making it up. You
Remember
do say it all the time.
We were at McDonald's
all the time.
drive-thru, and you were like, we can't make superstar drive-thru.
Yeah, you said superstar drive-thru.
I think I've said that about the NFL, how
you're
rare
right.
that
Maybe
is.
you're right.
I don't know if I've ever said that about the NBA.
Either way. Yeah, you've said that as well.
Well, you know what? Even if I have or have not said it, Paul, you know what? I'm going to stand by that.
Yes.
God, you say it all
I
the
don't
time.
think I've ever said it, and
So
if I
stick your
have said it
mouth.
1,000 times, I've already forgotten it. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Right.
It's a sports take. Who cares?
Right.
You say it 1,500 times a day.
No, that that just doesn't make sense. I don't have time to do that 1,500 times a day.
Cat reference.
Oh, okay.
Did anybody not know that was a cat joke?
I like explaining
Oh,
things.
thank you. Thank you. It's all right. This is Radio for 5 People today. Maybe literally.
Yeah.
Thank you, all 5 of you.
Isn't it going to start pouring soon?
Pouring what? Drinks,
Rain?
I hope.
Oh, it looks sunny outside.
Well, you're in Indiana.
Oh.
That was a travel reference. I like explaining my Indiana jokes.
Let's see. What other
Sinister
sound
laugh.
do I have for you guys? Because I don't really have any interest in
Me
talking to you guys
crying.
anymore. Here you go. Did you guys hear what happened to the PWHL?
Oh my God!
I heard we got
I
screwed.
watched
That
it.
was brutal.
I watched it and I'm pissed.
Bonus came up to our table because we had the watch party at Gray's yesterday. Shout out to Gray's. And he came up to our table and said, the Minnesota PWHL, they just won. They just won the whole thing. And we're like, oh my God. And then we look on Twitter. There's like helmets on the ice and everything. They replay the goal. It gets overturned, and then they lose in double overtime. Like, it was just brutal.
So explain it, Zach. What happened?
So the after an overtime in which somehow Boston can get power plays, but they didn't call one penalty on Boston. We had no power plays. They had multiple opportunities. There was a blatant goaltender interference on Boston that they just didn't call. It was right in front of their faces. So then a few minutes later, it was our gal Taylor Heisey actually sliding into the goal. And it was probably goaltender interference, but that's how the game winner happened, where she slid in the goaltender. Goaltender was unable to make the save on the shot, and yard sale went on. We celebrated our a championship. They reviewed it and they overturned it, and then a minute later, Boston goes down the course and scores at the end of double overtime. And
so wait, it was the right call or it was not? Did we get screwed? Or?
It was probably the right call, but it was just all the more frustrating after somehow Boston's able to play this clean, amazing game, even though it wasn't clean. There were so many opportunities for them to get calls. There was a blatant trip earlier that. I mean, the fans were booing loudly there. By the way, great crowd at the X last night.
13,000, right?
Man.
Well done.
Listen to this on the goal that was waved off.
Now the other way for Minnesota. Taylor Heisey on the outside. Heisey draws it in, cuts in front, loose puck, and she scores! Sophie Jakes, your Walter Cup hero!
After review, the call on the ice has been overturned. We have no goal for goaltender interference.
Yeah, they were pissed, and they should have been. They should have been. It was very, very frustrating to watch. But they got a chance. Game 5, the decisive Game 5 in Boston, and hopefully they can get some redemption. But tough night for we're not supposed to go Minnesota sports, but how Minnesota sports is that where they win a championship and it gets overturned and then lose a minute later? Like brutal.
Thank you for your honesty.
Zach, who are you spanking?
Are you playing with a slinky?
What are you spanking?
You got a ball in a cup?
Yeah.
I just grabbed a plastic bottle of water. I guess that the mic's kind of weird, but
sounds like slapping.
It sounds like you're spanking
sounds
somebody.
like you're spanking that ass.
Who's in that room with you?
Are you spanking that ass?
just yeah. I'll get to you in a second. I'm sorry. What was that, guys?
Comedy. That's comedy. You're very cheerful.
Lame attempt at humor, swing and a miss.
He's very cheerful, though. I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, I'm still kind of, I've got
High?
that tired high. Yeah, the tired high, not the actual.
Oh yeah,
high.
no. Well, of course I know.
But yeah, it's been a weird few days to say the least. They got some good gas stations out in Pennsylvania, by the way. No.
Oh, maybe I'll visit. Sounds
Should.
lovely.
I have sweet looking nipples. I do.
You do.
Thank you.
Can we go home now?
Yeah. Can we?
I don't know why we're here at all.
Well,
Well, it's the way the Lord.
born
wants
that
it.
way. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Yep.
You guys want to hear?
PA is there.
Yeah, he sure is.
He's wandering. He just
wandering
tweeted
the
out
parking lot.
Yeah. He's showing the empty parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet he's happy to be here.
Yeah.
Looks thrilled.
I bet Abbott told him Nordo wanted to be here as well.
You guys want to hear some news stuff?
Sure.
I can tell you some news stuff if you'd like.
You want to do it when we get back?
Not really. Joseph Newgarden won the Indy 500. He's the first back-to-back winner for a long, long time.
Oh,
22 years, yeah. Yeah. Overcame Pato Award on the final lap to finish the first. And the great spectacle in racing. Newgarden clinched the victory Sunday after a 4-hour delay due to thunderstorms. This marks the 30th career win for him. Second at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pato O'Ward came in second. Scott Dixon finished third. Alexander Rossi and Alex Palou.
Wait, Zach, what'd you do
top
for
5.
4 hours during the delay?
Put some of the best of together. Tried to nap a little bit. Honestly, I had to leave. I had to get up at 4 a.m. yesterday because you had to get to the track basically by 5. So by noon, it was like there was nothing going on. It's raining. Also watching people watching. That was another thing.
Watching
I did.
people watching?
Yeah, watching people watching.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
That's my thing. But yeah, it was. It went relatively quick, and the folks at the Speedway did a great job. But congrats to Joseph Newgarden and Team Penske, baby. We are crushing it. So
You're on Team Penske?
yeah. No.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job, Zach. The 8 o'clock hour of the Power Trip Morning Show will not feature Ben Lieber. It will not feature Michael J. Musman.
Are you sure?
It'll just be us. Yeah,
Oh.
it'll just be us.
All right, well, I'll try to get something good for you.